So what if I told you that flying drones could actually pay your bills? You see, I started off as a hobbyist, and now I get paid a lot of money to capture content with drones for events like this. Today I'm going to be bringing y'all along in one of my favorite events to shoot here in Austin, Texas, which is the Coffee and Chill event.
900 people here at Central Machine Works. This is the biggest one that they've ever done. I love this thing. The sober rave that Gen Z needs to try and get over a few years of COVID and spending too much time in the house on their own.
So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how I capture high quality photos and videos, how I like to market my drone services, whether it's using social media or even in person, and some piloting tips that separate the amateurs from the pros. Plus a quick few FAA rules that every pilot should know when filming events like this. Now, good drone shots come down to composition, light, and movement. Yes, gear matters, but your eyes matter way more. So because this event was done in the morning when the sun was the highest, I needed to pack my ND filters, and this was gonna help a lot with the lighting issues. It's gonna remove all that harsh light and reflections and just give us a smooth, soft looking footage. The other thing I do is plan my movement. So whether it's an orbit shot, a fly in, fly out, or even a reveal, I wanna make sure that I'm aware of all my surroundings instead of just flying randomly. Now, when it comes to capturing content for these kind of events, I always wanna be aware of where it's located. So Hotel Magdalena has a great location in the heart of downtown Austin on Congress Street. So when I was flying the drone, I wanted to make sure that I was getting some of the hotel with the skyline in the background, because to me, I think this is a big selling point for where it is. Another thing we had to play with in this location were the trees. This really works well when you're doing reveal shots or fly in and fly outs, because the trees add depth, texture, and color to your shot. So another thing that we want to keep in mind when capturing events like this is movement. So movement adds so much to your drone video, especially if you're just trying to make some really cool transitions. So you always want to keep in mind that you want a moving drone shot for stuff like this, especially when you're capturing the crowds or even the musicians. Having that movement is what keeps your viewer engaged. So now let's talk about marketing your drone work. Now, when it comes to marketing my stuff on social media, I don't just post clips, I tell stories, because I strongly believe that's what's going to bring you your best clientele and your highest paying clients. So on Instagram, I'll do a 45-second to a 60-second sizzle reel so people kind of get the idea of what the event or my work is like. But on YouTube, that's where I like to go a little bit deeper. You see, the audience on YouTube, they'll give you a little bit more time to explain yourself. But I also believe that this is where you can build a really strong community. And not only that, when people are out looking for your work and they land on a YouTube video, they can get a sense of what it's like working with you or the kind of work that you can produce for them. So remember it this way: don't sell clips, tell stories. Short form content builds attention, long form content builds authority. And lastly, position yourself as a storyteller, because stories is how you sell for your clients the best. Now, let me share with you some pro piloting tips. The first thing is plan your flight before you take off. You see, I know my first 3 moves before my drone even leaves the ground. One of the key things to keep in mind is smooth is way better than fast. Cinematic flying is all about control. If your drone has multiple lenses, use them for variety. Wide for scale, telephoto for detail, and always know your environment. Check the wind, the sun, and your obstacles. So being a professional is not just capturing high quality content, but knowing the rules when you're in the sky. 1, staying under the 400 feet rule. 2, keeping my drone in the line of sight. 4, not flying over people or cars without clearance. And lastly, never flying under the influence. Never fly the drone when you're emotionally distressed, you have alcohol, you've done other substances. You got to make sure that when you fly your drone, you have the clearest mind and you're being the most careful with everyone around you. Because if you crash your drone and you hurt somebody, you could lose your license, you can put somebody in the hospital, or you could even go to jail. And also, clients love to know that you're taking care of these things. But it also makes you a safer, more professional pilot. So that's how I capture high quality drone content, then market that same content, and also fly like a professional. If you want to learn more about drones and the drone industry, then click this video right up here. But if you want to learn more about videography or just my adventures in Austin, then click this video right up here. Until next time, catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out.